Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back for another video. Today I wanted to introduce you to the Wonderland 222 planners. I have both of the planners that they have created for the 2021 year. They have the A5 and the B6. They do have 3 color options. I have the pink and the teal. They also have a black, and the cover this year is very nice and smooth, and it just feels really good to the touch. I don't even think that I would need a cover on this personally. Is it soft? Yeah. So one thing that's really nice about these planners is that they do come with the Tomoe River paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and walk you right through. It does start with a key and index pages. You have 3 index pages before it gets to the 4-year at a glance spread. So with this spread, you get 2020, which is the previous year, in this instance, 2021, and then the 2 upcoming years. Then you have a 2-page yearly index. And then something that is very unique to these planners that I really like is that they give you quarterly spreads. So you have a 2-page spread for each quarter of the year, and you could use this for goals or for projects or whatever you would like to use them for. And then you actually also have monthly tracker pages. And this planner does start in November, so you do have a November routine tracker or project timeline tracker spread, and then 1 page per month going all the way through to December of 2021. And then you have a notes page and then a November overview blank page. And then after the November overview page, you do turn right into the monthlies, and then directly after the monthly is your weekly spreads. So I'm going to start off by showing you these separate, and then I'll kind of show you what's similar about them. This is the A5 size. They do both have a stacked weekend, which allows the columns, the days, to actually be a little bit wider than a typical vertical hourly spread would be, because you would have to put 4 columns here, and then typically you would have a sidebar as well. So by doing this stacked weekend, you do not have a sidebar, but you do have this nice big space on the bottom that you could use for things that you would normally put on a sidebar if you prefer. And here is the B6. The grid spacing is actually exactly the same in both of these planners, so that means that the time for the hours in each day is actually exactly the same in both planners. What you are missing out on in the B6 is just a little bit of the top, but mostly the bottom. And the B6 is 2 grids smaller in width. So one thing that's really nice about this planner is after you have all of the weekly spreads for that month, you turn the page and you have a November review page that you can use for whatever you want. Maybe if you had monthly goals that you want to check in on, or finish up your to-do list or anything like that, you can do that on this page. And then there's a December overview where you can put your goals or your projects that you want to complete, maybe holiday planning on this page since this is for December. And then it turns right into the monthly spread. So all of the monthly spreads are not together. They are in between the weeks. And so then it just keeps going. You have weekly spreads, and then your review page, and then the next month's overview page. So after the last month of December of 2021, there is the review page as normal, and then it starts into the undated daily pages. On the B6, you have an hour timeline from 5 to 24 hours, and then on the A5, you do have every hour. So you have from 1 to midnight. And there is a spot for the date if you would like to put it, whether you're using this for detailed appointments or to-do lists or even journaling. If you would like to date it, it is there for you. But if you don't like to date your daily pages, that's okay too. It would be very easy to ignore. And there are just over 70 of these blank pages in the back. And I think I forgot to mention that these pages are numbered, so that is convenient if you want to use the index at the beginning for specific things that you have taken notes on. Let's say you have to take notes at a meeting and you did that on page 300, you could come in and say, on page 300, I took notes from this meeting on such and such day, and then you can come to the index instead of flipping through, oh, where did I put those meeting minutes? And so that would be an easy way to do that. They do also have notebooks completely devoted to these. If 70 pages isn't quite enough for you, these are relatively thin with the Tomoe River paper. And so let's say that you wanted to carry both of them together with you, an entire notebook and then a planner. It would be a thickness that I would consider pretty kind of standard, or you can just carry them separate in their own little books. Maybe you like to have your daily pages in a bigger size, but your weekly planner in something smaller. I think most people tend to like the same size. Overall, I'm really pleased with these little planners from what I've seen so far. They made a lot of changes from the 2020 planner. And of course, some of you might be wondering about stickers. And yes, I am making stickers for both the A5 and the B6 Wonderland 222s. Right now, the weekly kits are in the shop. I have 15 of our most popular designs in both the B6 and the A5 size. And also, I do have monthly kits in the shop as well, so make sure that you check on over there to see the November monthlies that I released. I wanted to go ahead and do that since the planners do start in November for this 2021 planner. I think that the majority of the people who watch my channel know that I love planning in my Hobonichi. I love the Tomoe River paper. But I also love that this is a US-based company and that all of the holidays and everything are relevant to me, and there's no Japanese that I don't understand. For me personally, what I'm trying to decide between is if I will go with this with the stacked weekend and no sidebar. That's kind of my hang up. I really like the B6 size. I like how easy and thin and sleek it is to carry around with me, but I'm not sure that my brain can do this. We'll see. So I'm gonna have to kind of play around with it a little bit. I'll probably do some plan with me's as well. So let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.